Hi everyone, it's Tara. Today I'm going to share some Ultra Domino charms that I created. These were totally inspired by Luisa Diaz here on YouTube. She did a really cool tutorial on how to create your own domino charms without having to drill a hole in the top of the dominoes. So these were the dominoes that I used, and I got these from Tuesday Morning and they were $2.99. So the first ones I did, and I didn't quite finish these. Actually, these two, I used a Prima stamp that Shantae had gifted to me. She gifted me the stamp set. So I wanted to really use it, and so I thought that image was perfect for these little charms. So that's what I did. Let me zoom in a little bit. Focus. Okay, so for this one, I used my Krylon gold leafing pen and went around the sides and the back, and I added some paper and of course stamped the image on there. And I thought it was glossy accents, but it was actually crackle accents. So I applied that and then sprinkled some gold glitter before it dried. So that's that one. And this one I didn't make into a charm just yet. This one, same kind of deal, but I used my silver leafing pen, which is this here, and went around the sides and the back of that. Stamped the image, and I also distressed the edges with some black soot distress ink, added the crackle accents, and then sprinkled some pink glitter before it dried. Hope you can see it. Okay, so then this part was that I got from Luisa, which I thought was really cool. So what she did was she used a head pin to create a place so you can hang your charms and stuff. So that's kind of what I did. I have head pins, but I didn't use a head pin. I just kind of used some heavy gauge wire, and excuse me, and just made a loop here at the bottom, and then just clipped it off, and then added some hot glue to the back and attached it that way, and then added my little chain dangles here. Of course this isn't finished, but I'll show you the other ones that I did finish, and they came out really cool. So after I did that, I figured I have a bunch of these bales from when I was making a lot of resin necklaces and charms. So yeah, I had a ton of bales, so I figured I could use these instead of having to use the wire. So that's what I did for the rest of them. But anyway, so that's the beginnings that's how I got started. This one I was just kind of experimenting. I actually used a bamboo tile that I got from Sky Blue Pink, I believe. Again, just added the paper, stamped this image. This is from Stamper's Best. Distressed the edges and added some pink glitter. This one I actually did use glossy accents, so and then sprinkled some pink glitter before it dried. So that's that one. So again, those aren't finished, but now let me show you the finished ones. And I had so much fun making these. Excuse me. Okay, so this is the first one, and this one the first thing I did was I painted the domino with my distress paint in raspberry. No, I'm sorry. I used two colors actually. I used the spun sugar first, and then around the edge I used the picked raspberry distress paint. I love those paints. I really wish Tim Holtz would have came out with some new colors this CHA, but it doesn't look like he did, so I have to wait for that. But anyway, so I sprinkled some pink glitter. I hope you can see it. Let me put it down here. I sprinkled some pink glitter before it dried. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but it's there. And then I layered some crochet little, I guess they're like doily pieces. And then this is a butterfly charm, and I added the picked raspberry distress paint and then let that dry, and then I just sanded some off of some of the areas. And then here are some flowers that I just added some stickles to. And then here's the little danglies. So these are so much fun to make. I just love, love, love making them. So that's the first one. And oh, at the top I added a bail. This one I started out with, you know, making the loop, but then I added the bail to the top of this one, some chain and a lobster clasp. And then on the back I added some lace on a roll to kind of cover all the gunk on the back. So that's that one. I think that came out really cute. And then the next one here, I just love, 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 love. I just love these colors. So this one I painted actually with Martha Stewart pearlized paint. And what color is this? This is called Splash. And then after that I added some turquoise stickles to the body of the Domino. And then this is actually a jewelry piece that I got from Michael's when they were on clearance last year, I think. So I just added that whole thing there, and then I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was like, I want to make it like a butterfly, because Luisa does a lot of her charms and she makes them into like butterflies, and I think they look really cool. So I also added a little flower here and added some stickles to that. So for the wings on this little butterfly, I actually put the pieces out here. Sorry, I really didn't want this to be a long video, but so anyway, I used these little ghost shapes that were from Heidi Swap, I think makes them, and so I just cut the two pieces off and made them into a little butterfly, or attached them to the back. And then I added some stickles to the wings, and the inside color is turquoise, the outside color is Lagoon, I believe. And then these are just some sprays from Hobby Lobby. And so again, added the bail with the lobster clasps, and then here's the charms. I'll lay them down. So I have some really cool beads on here. A little square bead, I love that one. And this turquoise one, I hope you guys can see it. So that is what I did with that one. And for the back, I didn't finish the back because I think I'm going to keep this one, and it's just hanging up like on my wall here, so I didn't think there was a need to really finish the back because I'm not going to be giving it to anyone. And if I do, then I'll finish the back, but for now I'm going to keep it and enjoy looking at it. So that's that one. Hang that one back up. And then, okay, so then I made this one. And for this one, I used, actually the next three I'm going to show you, or the next three, I used the curtain call paper. So I used the curtain call paper. I used the Krylon pen around the whole domino, and then I added some glossy accents, and then I sprinkled some gold glitter on top before it dried, and I also distressed the edges with the black soot. And then this was a piece that I got from eBay, and I have like a whole bag of these, but here's a few of them. They look like that. They're like flat back little heart pieces. So I added that. And then for this one, I used the bail on the top and the bottom, and then covered that with they were silver, so I covered it with the Krylon, the gold pen, and added a little Tim Holtz clasp here, swivel clasp, and again made my little dangly charm pieces. So I think that one came out really cute. So that's that one. And then these two are similar, but different. The image is the same, but I made them a little bit different. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, again, this is a piece from the Curtain Call collection, and again, I use the Krylon pen for the front and the back. I used the bail pieces. Oh, and I attached the bails and with this quick hold, and it's made by E6000. The first couple I used hot glue, but it ended up being like really bulky, and I didn't really like that, so I ended up using the quick hold, and that worked a lot better to hold these bail pieces in place. Okay, so let's see. Again, I added some chain and some gold lobster clasp. For this one, I added the paper, distressed the edges with the black soot, and I didn't sprinkle the glitter on this one. I actually used some gold stickles, and I just kind of like went around the edges a little bit with it, and then I just kind of dabbed my finger on it like that, and I think that came out really cool too. See, I just dabbed my finger, and I tried not to get it right over the image. I just kind of wanted it on the side, and I like the way that that came out. And then for this one, I had a really big, really cool looking bead that I had, and some bead caps, and then made a little tassel thing here out of some chain. So that's that one. And then this one, I pretty much did the same thing, the stickles. This one I added a black flower, and I brushed over the black flower, or brushed over the flower, with this, excuse me, gold leafing pen. And I really like the way that that came out. I think it came out really cool. And then for the charm, I added this really cool looking bead, black bead, and made my little danglies. And then I have these little shoe charms on here that I just hung. And these were like more of a bronze color, and it was too dark for what I was trying to do. So I went over the shoes with the gold leafing pen and allowed that to dry completely. And then it just matched perfectly, I think. So that's that one. And then the very last one is this one, and this is probably like my favorite one. And I think it's because it has butterflies, not necessarily because of the color of it, but but I do like the paper as well. So anyway, this one I used the Prima Madeline paper and added that. And I made this for a friend who likes the color, who likes turquoise, and she likes brown, so I think that she will enjoy this. But anyway, so I did the same thing, added the paper, distressed the edges. I think I used walnut stain for this one, and I sprinkled the gold glitter over top of this one. Again, I used the gold leafing pen for the front and for the back and the sides, and added some chain. And this one I have a little butterfly charm hanging from the chain, and I love the look that that gives, and it kind of just correlates with the paper. And then I have some turquoise flower here that I again rubbed the gold leafing pen just over top of it to accent the petals. And then these little tiny rosebuds I added some stickles to. Then I have a little cluster of flowers down here, and I just ran my gold leafing pen over all of the flowers. So that's what I did there. And then the charm, and I have some butterflies hanging off of a couple of these beads here, and I love the way this one came out. So that's that one. Okay, so I'm going to back out. So yeah, so these were so much fun to make, and I know I'm probably like behind because I think people were making these a long time ago, like at least a year ago. I think I saw a lot of people making, doing the altar dominoes and stuff like that. So I'm usually behind on, you know, trends, but that's okay. So anyway, those are my altar dominoes, and let's put these out here too. So I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, looking at these dominoes. These were so much fun to make. And go check out Luisa Diaz. Her tutorial is awesome on how to make these domino charms. So I will probably link her that video to this video. So go check her out. Excuse me. Give her some love if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.